Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. Students, in the previous class we have solved first problem on comparative statement, income statement, right? Now let us move on to the second problem, page number 112, 112, problem number 2. I'll read out the problem, we'll analyze in the meantime and then we'll solve the problem, right? Okay. From the following information, prepare comparative statement of profit and loss for the year ending March 31st, 2016 and March 31st, 2017 of Raju Company Limited. Company's name is given as Raju Company Limited, right? Let us see the problem. Remember friends, they may give some items of balance sheet sometimes in this. Then you should be very careful that balance sheet item should not be taken in the statement of profit and loss. That is also there. It depends on the question paper setter. For without having any reason, he may include plant and machinery, isn't it, or land and buildings. One or two items may be added. Then don't take it here. You will be in trouble. If you take this, then you will be in trouble. See, this is given straight away, item wise. Statement is not prepared. Statement of profit and loss is not prepared. So make sure you will prepare statement of profit and loss. There are some students, what they will do is they will write the same problem as it is. They will find out the difference, they will write the difference and they will write the percentage. But as it is not in the format, the evaluator has full right to deduct at least 50% of the marks. The answer may be correct, but still the student may get just 6 marks out of 12. Or some of them may award 7 or maximum 8, not more than that. So why to lose 4 or 5 marks or 6 marks for no reason, isn't it? Let us study the format. It is helpful for us. So revenue from operations, first item, other income, then employee benefit expenses. These are all expenses, right? Cost of material consumed, that is a purchase of materials, then financial cost, depreciation, other expenses. All these comes under the banner of expenses. Then income tax is given 30%. So we have to charge income tax. Then we have to arrive at profit after tax, that is PAT. Correct? We cannot stick on to PBT because tax rate is given, so we have to apply tax and then we have to arrive at profit after tax. Let us solve the problem. Raju Company Limited, write the heading, the name of the company, Raju Company Limited, Raju Company Limited. Comparative statement of profit and loss, comparative statement of profit and loss, comparative statement of profit and loss, for the year ending, March 31st, 2016 and 17. Is that correct? Yes, it is. March 31st and March 31st, 2017. So this is the heading. Draw the line. Okay? Yes. Particulars. Then second column, amount in rupees, amount in rupees, absolute increase or decrease, percentage increase or decrease. I will not write the column headings. You just write it. Quick. Do it fast. Particulars. 2016 rupees or 31st March 2016 rupees, 31st March 2017 rupees. Then absolute increase or decrease, absolute increase or decrease, increase plus, decrease minus, then percentage increase plus or decrease minus. Write the column headings, do it fast. Over. Yes, let us move on. Revenue from operations. I will start. First one, revenue from operations. Revenue from operations. Operations, write the amount, how much it is? 8 lakh and 9 lakh, correct? 8 lakh and 9 lakh. Remember friends, column heading is a must. It is like naming a person without, are there any people in the world without having a name? Any silly name or good name for that matter. Everyone will have a name to call, isn't it? In the same way, all the columns should have a name. You should write the column headings, very, very important. There are some students, they will start from here only. That part will not be there. Whether it is comparative balance sheet or a financial statement or that is income and expenditure account, no one knows. No heading. A person without a name, isn't it? So make sure of it. Cultivate this habit from here itself while writing in the notes itself, so that in examination you will not forget to write those things. Otherwise, by oversight, you may forget to write and valuer may forget to give full marks. Remember. Okay? Yes. Then revenue from operations. $8 lakh, 9 lakh. There is a difference of how much? 1 lakh. There is an increase of rupees 1 lakh. Correct. Increase of rupees 1 lakh. For 8 lakh, 1 lakh. For 100, how much? Calculate. So you have to do the calculations. 1 lakh into 100 divided by 8 lakh. How much it is? 12.5%. Is that correct? 12.5%. So write it 12.50. 0 makes no difference. Isn't it? Revenue from operations. Then next point is other income. Add other income. Add other income. Other income, how much it is? 20 and 40, right? 20,000, 40,000. So there is an increase of rupees 20,000. For 20,000, there is increase of 20,000. What does that mean? 100%, right? 100%. It has doubled. So 20,000 into 100 divided by 20,000. 100%, correct? Yes. Now, add it together to arrive at what? Total revenue. There was no sales returns, so we didn't deduct it. No need of deducting if it is not there. Clear? So 8,20,000 total revenue, 9,40,000, 9,40,000, 1,20,000, Then what is the percentage? Calculate. 112.5, is that correct? 8,20,000. It is not, it is wrong. Don't add and write this. Just calculate. 8,20,000, 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 into 100 divided by 8,20,000. 14.63, is that correct? 14.63. There are students who will write 112.5. That's the reason I told 112.5. So make sure it is not like that. You have to calculate and write the percentage. Okay? Yes. Then this is called total revenue. Total revenue. Total revenue, that is point number 3. Now, underline this, because this is revenue part, that's over. Moving on to expenses, right? Less expenses. Less expenses. Fourth one, less expenses. Under that, first one, write one by one. Employee benefit expenses. Employee benefit expenses. No need of writing in the same order, that is like expenses, cost of materials consumed, isn't it? Employee benefit expenses, finance cost, depreciation and amortization, isn't it? These are different expenses. You write it in the format itself, well and good, because we have to present in the format itself. Clear? Here it is jumbled. Employee benefit is given at the beginning. I took it as the first item, isn't it? Then you have to take financial expenses, then depreciation, then other expenses. Okay, let us do in that way. So what is the amount? Employee benefit expenses 1 lakh and 1,20,000. Is that correct? 1 lakh, 1,20,000. 20,000 is the increase here. 20,000 increased. For 1 lakh, increase is 20,000. For 100, how much? I think it is 20%, correct? 20%. Yes, it is. Then second one, financial expenses. Financial expenses. Write it. How much? Financial cost or financial expenses 30,000 and 20,000, right? 30 and 20. So there is an increase of rupees 10,000. For 30,000, 10,000. For 100, it is a 33.33. Is that correct? 33.33. Yes, it must come like that, because 3 times it is. For 100, if you divide it into 3 parts, then 33.33 is the percentage. Correct? Yes. Then cost of materials consumed. It should have come at the beginning. Am I correct? Cost of materials consumed. No problem. Let us write here. Cost of materials consumed. How much? Cost of materials consumed 4 lakh and 5 lakh. 4 lakh and 5 lakh. So there is an increase of rupees 1 lakh, correct? 1 lakh. So for 4 lakh, increase is 1 lakh. For 100, it is 25%. Is that correct? 25%. Just calculate and check. Last one is depreciation and amortization. Depreciation and amortization. Amortization is not given, but that is the heading actually for that, isn't it? So let us write it. Depreciation and amortization. How much is the amount? 70 and 70. 70 and 70. Is there an increase? No. No percentage. Dash. That's all. There is no increase. Other expenses. Last one, fifth one. Other expenses. Is it 20 and 30? For 20,000, there is an increase of rupees 10,000, means it is 50%. Is that correct? 20 and 30, yes it is. So these are all expenses, no other expenses, only income taxes there. So now your duty is to add all these expenses and find out what is the total expense, correct? Total expense. So 1 lakh, 5 lakh 30, 6 lakh 20,000. 620, here 640, 710, 740. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Yes. So there is an increase of rupees 1,20,000, correct? Total expenses increased 1,20,000. 620 is increased to 7,40,000. So calculate the percentage. For 620, 120. For 100, how much? So 120 into 100 divided by 620. 19.35. 19.35. Right here. Correct? Yes. This is the total expense. Underline it. Now, right here, profit before tax. Next one is point 5, profit before tax. That is PBT. PBT. How much it is? PBT is, it was given in the problem, wasn't it? No, it is not given, I'm sorry. PBT is not given. 820 minus 620, it is 2 lakh. Isn't it? 940 minus 740, again it is 2 lakh. There is no increase or decrease, no percentage. Correct? Equivalent. Now, charge tax. Next one is point 6. Tax, that is income tax, corporate tax, isn't it? What is the rate? At the rate of 30%. It is given in the problem. See the problem. At the rate of 30%. Charge it on 2 lakh. That is profit before tax. On profit before tax at the rate of 30%, right? On PBT, I will write here. In exam, in problem, they will not give you, but for your information, I am writing is on PBT 2 lakh into 30%. How much? 60,000. Is that correct? Here also 60,000 because the PBT is 2 lakh. Here no change. No change. I'll write the amount here. difference, deduct and write here less. Right here, last one, that is profit after tax. No need of giving a Roman number for that. Profit after tax or PAT. That is 5 minus 6. Roman 5 minus Roman 6, right? Yes. Here, this is total expenses. You have to write here total expenses within bracket total revenue, that is Roman 3 minus Roman 4. This is Roman 3 minus Roman 4. This is total, that's just total it is. So, no need of writing anything here, simply total expense, that's all. Here, total revenue minus total expenses, you will get profit before tax. You are charging income tax, you will get PAT. Right, how much is the PAT? 1,40,000, is that correct? Profit after tax is 1,40,000. There is no change, so dash, double underline and stop there. Your problem is solved, friends. And this is how you have to arrive at, or how to calculate how much is the profit, how much is the loss, isn't it? So here you got profit before tax 2 lakh and you have deducted income tax at the rate of 30%, isn't it? So this is the profit after tax. So take assignment, solve the same problem that is Raju Company Limited, and submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.